Meet you back at the homestead. Alright, this is a stealth mission. Avoid detection at all cost. However, if you do find yourself in a hostile engagement, defend yourself by any means necessary. En route to airlock 3.
Right, on my way to airlock 2. Celsia checking in. I'm in position.
Odell checking in. I'm through the 3rd airlock.
Alright team, we'll be using a coded Federation subspace comm channel, but try to maintain comm silence unless absolutely necessary. When I give the signal, return here. We'll have pattern enhancers set up to beam us out.
Okay, Monroe. We'll be able to track you for a little while here. We'll try to alert you to any dangers we can detect.
Hi everyone, this is Boomer and welcome back to Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. Today we are going to be infiltrating the Scavenger ship and we're going to be discovering how badly out of practice I am at this game. I'm going to try the sneaking method for this mission, but I can't promise you that it's going to work 100% well.
Careful, no running. Footsteps could alert the Klingons. Stay quiet.
Well, I'll certainly try to stay quiet, Lieutenant, but that might be a little bit too much for my ham fists to worry about. Fortunately, the Klingons are taking part in the art of sleeping at the moment, and I kind of like that idea. You will see me saving a little bit. That's mainly due to the fact the game's still not at the greatest stability.
Watch it. There's a couple of life signs just ahead. Lean around the corner and check it out.
Okay, I'll do just that. And as I said, yeah, the game's still not at the greatest stability, so it can tend to drop an awful lot of frames. So I have to save every now and then. And also because I'm pretty crap at sneaking. I generally am not a huge stealth game fan. And mainly because I'm terrible at it and it requires me to be way more observant than I have patience for. So just sneaking into these boxes, staying in a crouched position. But unfortunately, number one, I forgot what the lean command is, which is a little bit unfortunate. And secondly, I moved myself into a bit of a position and coming up where I can't see a damn thing. So basically my attempts to sneak are going to go very badly.
Monroe, what's going on down there? You're supposed to avoid
First time I've been spotted, how about now?
Monroe, what's going on down there? You're supposed to avoid detection.
BS, she wasn't even looking at me, she just turned around. You know what? Well, apparently me shooting her directly in the gut with a sniper rifle wasn't enough to trigger any sort of warning. And this was at this point I figured out you can still maintain a stealth sort of mission as long as you one-shot everything with your gun. You actually don't trigger any type of alarm, which is awesome.
Odell checking in, sir.
Go ahead.
I found some isodesium. This section looks malon in design. Run down, lots of fog. Radiation levels are high.
Roger. Foster out.
Filthy creature!
So, I'm sorry guys, I did try and be stealthy throughout all this, but I'm afraid my just complete uselessness sort of shot that in the foot. I am going to try and sneak through what I can, or at least what's easy to sneak through, but to be honest, I generally don't have the patience for this sort of thing. So I'm just waiting around here for the Klingon who's on patrol to go through the door up at the top, which he will eventually do. And now he has done. And we just shoot this down, and that gives us a nice little platform to jump up onto. You can go through this game, or at least this mission, just gung-ho if you want to, but it's I think it's a bit more optimal. A few things go better for you later in the mission. There is a sort of branching storyline. They go better for you if you do at least maintain the illusion of sneaking. So we hit this control pad and that opens up a door down there. We are just going to refill on our gun here, so we're completely up and running. Using the one-shot kill on the compression rifle takes an awful lot of ammo, so we've got to be a little bit careful. Don't end up going down that red corridor. That causes a heck of a lot of trouble. There's just Klingons down there. And let's see what we've got in here. We've got a Klingon just patrolling. I remember someone piping up saying it's a bit weird how there are Klingons in the Delta Quadrant and like humans as well, but the idea is that this forge has been sending out probes, so depending on its capabilities it could have been sent anywhere. And additionally, we don't even know where we are at the moment. We could be back in the Alpha Quadrant for all we know. And just sneak past this Klingon. See, I can do the sneaking as well. And let's have a look how things go. Ooh, Klingon next to a console. I don't have to kill him either. If I can just jump down here and get round him. And we failed! We failed! So, of course, at this point it's now completely and utterly within my realm just to lose my temper, and I'm just going to shoot everything because that's easier. Now I've made it up here, not being an idiot, and there we go.
Telsia checking in, sir.
Go ahead.
I found a sample of the isodesium. Sir, this area looks like a Federation ship, early 23rd century. But I don't recognize these markings.
This is not an archaeological expedition. Just get the samples and get out.
Roger, sir. Telsia out.
Man, Foster's really being a hard ass over this at the moment, isn't he? But I suppose that's what you need from a leader. He's attempting to be Tuvok Mark II. Ooh, we've got quite a few Klingons looking down here. Let's listen in on what they've got to say.
This human food tastes like dirt. That is why humans like it. Well, it was a good raid. Raids? We are Klingons, not Orion pirates. There is no honor on raids. And we have to put up with those insufferable Melon Potoks. And those irritating humans. At least they're a good buffer from their erosion. Buffer? Now you sound like a zombie. They're lucky we need them for raids. If we ever get out of here, the first ones I plan to kill are those Herodian. That will be a glorious battle. It will be a good day to die.
So, not the coziest of alliances for sure, and if you weren't to kill the Klingon guard there, you could easily have just watched that screen to make sure he'd come in and then go away, but because he's dead, I can sneak past here. You saw there that we saw our first sample of isodesium, so we just have to go this way now. We had to use that control panel to unlock the door.
Monroe, what's your status?
Just found my first sample, sir.
Roger. Foster out.
Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. And that's going to open yet another door. And we get a refill on our compression rifle as well, so we can keep using our one-shot kills whenever we need to. For those of you that are wondering, yes, we are still under stealth mode in inverted commas because it's perfectly capable for us to lose stealth mode, and in fact I'm going to, at least on a couple of occasions here, I should imagine. But going through the doors, let's see what we have here. Locked doors on both sides. And on this occasion, just get past those two doors, those open doors. If you hang around too much, the Klingons will see you. So the best thing to do is just get past there and sneak round this corner and see what we've got coming up for us.
Oh my god.
Odell? What is it?
I don't know. Bones? Oh, wait. I think I'm being followed. I'll check in later. Odell out.
Well, that definitely sounds like the Herodian to me, and for those of you who remember the Herodian from the series, they basically had a huge like melting pot or something with just like bodies and bones and stuff like that in it. Pretty much of all the species they'd hunted, and considering he's being followed, I would guess things might not end very well for crewman Odell there. But still, let's see what's around this corner. Yeah, this room's a pain in the backside. Basically we've got, sorry about the skip, basically we've got two Klingons on consoles and we've got one on patrol there, so using the phaser in this room is totally out. Because if you do, you'll just attract the other Klingons and they'll kill you. So, well, they won't kill you, but they will make you fail the stealth portion of the mission. So, all I've got to do is wait for that Klingon's back to be turned, which it is there. I'm just going to run across here and that will give me the ability to sneak around the back. Obviously crouching round there, otherwise and we get to run back here. I don't think I got that done quickly enough, so I'm just going to hang back here and the guard will turn away very shortly, or at least resume his route back round that way, and I can sneak round the back and get through. Excellent. So let's just have a look around here and hopefully we'll get a pointer on what we need to do next, or at least where we can go next. Would be helpful.
Telsia to Monroe.
Monroe here.
I need a diversion. This area is heavily guarded. Can you transfer power away from this quadrant?
Monroe, Ken here. You're in the Klingon engineering section. There should be a power transfer console on the top level.
Roger, I'm on it. What does it look like?
You'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
Helpful as ever from our random crewmen. Anyway guys, just to bring you a little bit up to date on what's been happening recently. I mentioned in one of my videos that I was essentially leaving my job working from home. That has now happened. It took a month or two longer than I would have hoped, and I had to catch on a load of stuff in January, which is why you essentially haven't heard from me for a couple of months or so. Let's just kill this guy. But now I'm back and on top of pretty much everything I can be. My intention is to hopefully release a video every day or two, or at least try, and this is one of the most amusing failures you'll ever see.
What's going on down there? You're supposed to avoid detection.
Yep, I actually stepped on her. Or I like to consider it that I probably teabagged her. Anyway, like I said, I intend to release videos at a much faster pace now, and also interesting how her immolated body started trying to get up there. But anyway, I will also be starting a stream on Twitch. You'll be able to see the link in my profile. What I'll be streaming on there are generally going to be games, still older games, things like that, that generally won't make good LPs, or I don't think they'll make good video LPs. One of the games that I think is going to be like that is going to be the original XCOM. I think that I don't think it makes a great LP, because you end up doing the same thing a lot of the time, but I think it's much better in an interactive medium. So if you have viewers on Twitch etc who can get more involved in it, then it feels a little bit more of something that may be worth doing. I love the latest one, by the way, as well, and I will be doing that at some point as well. And hopefully I'll just be able to up my video output. I am also, due to the fact that I am a coach on a major poker site, I will probably be adding poker to that stream as well.
That did it! Thanks, Monroe.
But obviously I've got to check with a few people before I start doing that. In addition, what I've also done over the last years, I've started up a secondary channel with some friends of mine. It's called Caravel Gaming. I will leave a link in the... Yes, I just jumped in front of 2 Klingons and they didn't notice me. No one called them the sharpest knife in the drawer. But that's mainly for those of you who enjoyed the Magic the Gathering video that I did a while back. I think it's up to about 3k views or something like that. For those of you who enjoyed that, there are now 2 tournaments worth of videos. We did coverage on a recent Star City Games Invitational qualifier that was held in the UK, the first one that was held. So we've got full coverage on that, and we've covered a couple of Pro Tour qualifiers as well, and all that will be going up soon. So if you guys are interested in that, by all means follow the link that I put at the bottom of the page and subscribe. You'll notice me coming back down here. It's the reason I did that was to grab the second sample of isodesium. I knew I'd forgotten something at the top. I was about to just lousily head straight through to the next part of the level, but then I just remembered, aren't I supposed to have 2 samples of isodesium? Oh, I missed one, didn't I? And I'm a bit weirded out because when I use that console, those 2 Klingons, one of them's supposed to open that door and move off, and it hasn't happened. So I think the game's bugged a bit, so now I'm just forced to do this. Unfortunately, they continue to be completely stupid and not notice me. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.